Hi y'all, this is your old Hoosier Hillbilly, and I wanted to show you something that I've done to the motorhome. Actually, I did it earlier this year, and I've taken it out a couple times, and I'll tell you what, this is a vast improvement right there, that mirror, and vast improvement over this. That's what was on there, the original factory mirrors, and I put this on here. Well, kind of use the original mounts, and let me lay this one here down. I'll show you what I did here. You can see underneath I used 1-inch tubing and some 1.5 by 2 inch, or 1.5, excuse me, inch by 1.5 inch rectangular tubing. And as you can see, I cut it to fit the original mount. And then I used 2 set screws, drilled them and tapped them, and put them set screws in there because these mirrors have got a groove in them on their stem. It's kind of hard to see right there, but anyway, the outside of the stem is 1 inch, so I used 1-inch black pipe. Had some laying around the garage and some of this stuff. But these mirrors are actually off of a GMC, I don't know what that is, but anyway, these mirrors are actually off of a GMC Saavanah cargo van. And you can find these at quite a few junkyards around. Get them pretty inexpensive. And I don't know if it shows up real well or not, but right there's what this one is. And as you can see, I took the tubing, the round tubing, then I notched out the rectangular tubing and welded it on there. Then drilled one hole, put one bolt through, and since I notched it right here, like I did, then that keeps the mirror from wanting to wobble back and forth. Plus putting a lock nut on the bottom, nylon lock nut on the bottom of the bolt that holds that in there. That didn't hurt things either. But as you can see, it's just like the mirrors that you can get that's got the fancy arm and mount everything on there. They're like $200-300 bucks, or you can go to a junkyard and get these things for very, very cheap. I'd say roughly around 50 bucks for the pair, and then take a few minutes and make your own little mount. But you can see what it looks like on there, and one of these days, if I ever get around to painting the motorhome, I will paint that to match. And well, you can see that one's right there, and then here's the other one. The only thing I had to do different was, see this little flare here. It's a little brighter on this side. The only thing I had to do different was put the set screws opposite. You know, I wanted them on the inside here, and then there's the one back here. So I wanted it on the inside and on the back side, and it worked out pretty good. I've had the motorhome out twice with these on here, once on a short trip and once on a couple 100-mile trip, and works much better. And they sit there and don't vibrate, don't do nothing. Let's see if I can get up underneath this one like I did the other one, and see if I can get you there's the model number on that thing. And they're Velvac mirrors, RV mirrors. But like I said, they come off of a GMC Saavanah van, the cargo van. Let's see if I can back up here and maybe you can get the full view of that. Kind of shows you right there what it looks like on there. Don't look too bad. And I'm out of my CB antenna. Over here on this mount, all I did was use a couple drill screws and put the CB antenna mount on there. Pretty easy. I mean, it's one of the old type, but you know, the CB antenna was already on here, and I trimmed that mount down so it fit, and that's how it turned out. And step back this way, and you can take a look and see what it looks like there. Anyway, there you go. That's the mirrors for now. Catch you later. See you, bye.